Hello and welcome back again. I'm Emily Baker and I'm a psychic medium, a psychic artist and a spiritual medium. So I'm all of those things all together. So welcome back, and this month, the month of February, we'll have a look at my perceptionary cards to see what the month has in hold. So these are my perceptionary cards, all very brightly coloured. So I'm just going to give these a bit of a shuffle and see which one we get. So hopefully that you've had a January which has been calm, not too exerted. I know there's still been stuff going on the news and things like that. And again, I try to actually stay away from looking at the news and all of that politics. So much politics these days, isn't there? People going on strikes left, right and centre, not just here in the UK, but around the world as well. So there's a lot of upheaval still going on. And I think this upheaval will probably still continue actually through the month of February. So I'm saying that now, and I haven't actually looked at the cards. I'm still going to pick one out. So here we go. Pick one out from the middle of the deck, giving them a good shuffle. So we're going to have a look to see what it looks like together and see which way round it goes, because these cards are slightly different to perhaps oracle cards or tarot cards, simply because they can be held in any which way. All right, so let's have a look. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, it's like a fountain. It's fabulous. All right, so that's quite an exciting one. Well, February obviously is the month of love, isn't it? As well, we've got to bear that one in mind. It's Valentine's at the beginning of the month. It's a short month, which is fantastic as well. Oh gosh, I can see a face on that one. Oh, that's an interesting way around. See, can you see that? So that's the nose there going up there, and there's an eye there and an eye there. It could be. Yeah, it almost looks like a water buffalo. Reminds me of a water buffalo. Anyway, so I can see an image there straight away. And that's what's wonderful about these cards. And actually, when I tend to look at the cards myself and I turn it around, it looks completely different. So, you know, these are kind of like morphic cards, because they do change. And when you hold them further away, they have a different image. And when you have them close to, you get to see different images yet again. So if you haven't come across these cards, and you can't get them on Etsy, you can't get them on Google and all the rest of it, you have to actually come through to me and get them through me personally. So that's where these cards are. And I like it this way around. I'm enjoying it, having it this way around, because for me, it's like an excitement. And in fact, going back here, this is the other way around. If you remember, I kind of saw, oh, look like a buffalo. But actually, this reminds me of one of those kind of wonderful birds, which has kind of like a feathery kind of crown to it. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of quite a tall bird. I'm thinking of an African bird of some description. But yeah, it's almost like someone's wearing this fantastic hat and just enjoying it, enjoying life. And obviously spring is on its way, so we're going to get all of the wonderful bulbs coming through in February as well. So we'll have the snowdrops, and perhaps we'll have some hyacinths and daffodils and things like that coming through as well, and on to March as well. So there, I feel in this card there's some excitement. Blue for me is about communication, and this very much more is fragmented communication. It's not going to be coherent, and I know all of the planets are probably going straight line time and in a great directional mode of going forward, so we should be able to. And again, you know, even if we tally this up with the planets, look at this, it's going forward, it's going up, it's moving forward. So there is this feeling of, actually, yes, we are going to be moving forward, we're not going to be moving backwards. There is going to be a sense of moving forward. Now, while I'm looking at this, I can actually see a man's head here. So I'm just going to tilt it ever so slightly. So look, there's the jacket, the back of the head, nose, an ear there, an eye there. So for me, there is going to be prominency, perhaps to do with men. And again, it's going to be about communication, and the communication may not be clear, but also about emotions, because this feels like a very stalwarty gentleman, a gentleman who kind of perhaps holds cards close to him, perhaps, you know, that kind of stoic grandfather figure that would come across that you may have in your family. Perhaps you had one in the family, I don't know. I never actually got to meet my grandfather, so I wouldn't well, no, I got to meet one grandfather. I do apologise. I'm going to get hit over the head for that one. But yes, I did I did meet a grandfather or two, but I didn't get to meet both of them. So yeah, so I do feel as though there is going to be somebody who's going to be quite prominent popping up as well in February, and to me it looks like you know, it's a male. It's definitely a male figure there, but I feel this sense of fun. You know, there's kind of like, it's like almost like a stork bird that I'm looking at. So very long-legged, but prounces around, and in fact, it's like a stork, but they're quite good at actually, and I don't know the name of the bird, I'm really, really sorry, but if you do, please inbox it to me, that'd be great. But it's one of those birds which will quite happily have a go at a snake. You know, it's got the long legs. Oh yeah, no, I'll just trample you and I'll eat you. It's fine, it's okay. So yes, it will have a go. So there is this kind of like, yeah, I may look fun and all the rest of it, but I can hold my own. And this is what we're also needing down here with this green, because it's still about learning how to hold on to our own and learning about the communication, but the communication and also the emotions. Here. So blue for me is about emotions as well as communication. So I'm just going to turn the card around, right? Okay. Now I just wanted to have a look at more closely at the colours. So if I'm just going to pull that into you a little bit closer, you can see that there's some other bits of colours in there. And now it looks slightly different. Can you see what I mean by, if I hold it over here, it looks like one thing, hold it up here, and you kind of get to see perhaps different images, you perhaps get to see different things in the cards as well. So if I turn it around, this is it close up, this is it further away, looks completely different as well. So yeah, so you know, I'm seeing like a lady here circa 1970s and 1960s with flamboyant hair and everything, just standing here. So I feel as though there will be this feeling of actually being able to actually have some fun. And I know it's kind of, times are hard, but even in the hardest of times, we can still have some fun. Do you know what I mean? We can still be able to say, you know what, okay, I know I can't have the 15 drinks that I used to be able to have, can't afford that, but I can have the one. Yeah, still have a good time with my friends. So again, well, I'm just going to pull the card up closer to the camera. And now while I pull it away, you can see it's slightly different. And then if I hold it this way around, you can see what it's like here. And again, I can see this buffalo. See, this way round is about strength. It's very much, this is quite a strong card for me, how it's coming across. It's about very, very strength. And if you ever know, I don't know if you know about water buffaloes. Yeah, when you pull it up close, you can't really see it, can you? It looks more like a flower or something else. But I can just see, look, there's its nose down here, mouth is here, and its eye is here. You can't really see the other half, but it's just like half a buffalo. And it's a water buffalo. Water buffaloes tend to have quite long faces as well. And you get to see them, you know, if you look at the cows out in India, where they're walking around on the streets and everything, because they're sacred animals there as well. And that's what comes across here. It's about that strength, that majesty of it all. So I was trying to say 3 words all at the same time and it wasn't working. But yeah, you get to see all of that strength, that power, that kind of, it's okay, it will get done when it needs to get done, but we can have that fun, that love. So for me down here, this kind of colour, this very dark colour of pink is about it's a value. It's a value that you actually hold. And for me, because it's pink, it's about love, but it's about how you treat others, and look at the communication coming through. So again, and I know February is Valentine's Day, and we communicate about that love and we talk about that love, but it's about that love that is everlasting. It's about your value of it, how you value it. Where is it that you want to put it? Are you wanting to be seen differently? Are you wanting to attract someone differently? Are you to your past partners perhaps? Are you looking at changing the way that you perceive how love should be perhaps, and learning new techniques, but you're needing that strength there to actually pull that across and saying, actually, no, this is one of my values. This is a value, but I need to look at it a bit more deeper. So I think that will come out as well. So going back to how I originally had it, which is this fun way round, and I do like it, the fun way round. I don't feel as though it should be sideways, because it just feels as though it's just going away. It should be up and vibrant. And definitely for February, because we got the days that are here in the UK, now the days are getting longer. The mornings are lighter earlier. The days are getting darker later. So, it's wonderful actually seeing that. And I think someone was saying it gets darker or lighter every 2 minutes every day. Something wonderful like that. So, it'd be great. Come April, we'll be, by April, we're looking at 9 o'clock in the night before it kind of gets dark. So it's fantastic. It's fantastic. We're coming into all of that, coming into this vibrancy. And if we have a look at that, that's where we are. We're burgeoning out. We're starting out. It's, people will often say January is that time for bursting out because it's New Year's resolutions and all the rest of it, but not necessarily. Sometimes we actually have to kind of take in what's happened in the previous year. December's not yet the end of the year. January is that time for reflection, having a look back and kind of going, oh, right, okay, actually, this is what I really need. And some of us trial New Year's resolutions out in January and kind of go, no, we failed. So we don't give up. You don't give up on your New Year's resolutions. It's maybe a case of saying, do you know what, I tried it and that wasn't quite right. I need to tweak the resolution so it actually fits in better. Try it that way. And I feel as though this card is actually getting you to try different things, play at just play at certain things. If things are not working, play with them. See if they can be twisted around. See if they can be changed and tweaked and worked in a way that actually works for you, if that's still what you're wanting overall. You're going back to your goals, you're going back to what it is that you're wanting, what your values are, where your strength is at. And it's down here, it's in this darker section, pulling it forward, bringing it forward. You've got strength around you as well with other people. And they may also be your guiding points. They may also be the ones where you look up to and you kind of go, oh, I want that elegancy, I want that finesse. Okay, and that doesn't necessarily mean in the clothes that you're wearing. That could also mean in the finesse of how you work, how you hold your career, how you want to be perceived by others. Is that with that respectability? Is that with that looking forward and saying, yes, my value is to be respected. My voice is to be valued. My opinion is to be valued. How can I pull that across? Well, I can pull these in. I've actually got it within me. It's not to hold your head down, because as soon as you hold your head down, no one can hear you. Hold your head up high. And that's what these two people have got. They're holding their heads up high. They're saying, here I am. And when you do that, you're projecting yourself, and you don't have to shout about it. You just talk and you just go with confidence. You just say, actually, this is my opinion, rightly or wrongly. And so, yes, so have a look at that. Have a look at seeing, and also if we are looking at this as being that bird with long legs, you get the height, you get the perspective of being able to see all the things around you as well. So I think we'll get a better picture in February of what is and what isn't. And I do say that because we live in a society that we're never too sure what is real and what isn't real, because things of, like I'm doing, media and stuff like that, and social media, and then we have the interaction with the news, and who do we trust? Is it this picture or that picture which hasn't been manipulated, and all the rest of it. So it is kind of, you've got to going to have to trust yourselves a little bit with this, and maybe that is also where you're going to need to have your strength more than ever this month in February, of having, it's about you this month, really is about you, of knowing yourself and kind of holding yourself upright and having that pride about yourself as well. Why not? Flaunt what you got, enjoy it. It's not necessarily about loving, it is about loving yourself. I'm going to correct myself. It is about loving yourself to the extreme of not saying, okay, it is about being humble about yourself as well, but recognizing that you can love yourself enough to respect yourself. And to be able to respect yourself, then you can have others respecting you as well. So February is going to be one of those months where I think for some people it's going to be flamboyant and great and fun. And for others it may be a case of, I'm holding out my end of the bargain. This is who I am. Thank you very much. For others it may be, I'm tweaking my New Year's resolutions. Okay, so those are my cards. So if you would like a set of my cards, you can get them really easily through my website, which is Emily J. Baker, that's the letter J, baker.co.uk. I'm going to put the website details into the description as well, so you just look below and you'll be able to find them there. If you would like to contact me, because I also do readings, and I do readings via Zoom, so you don't have to be living where I live, you don't have to be living close to me. You can get a reading through with me anywhere around the world, because I do it via Zoom or Skype or anything like that. So just let me know. I also do all sorts of other bits and pieces. I also do psychic art, like I was talking about earlier. And the psychic art part there is I actually give you a reading at the same time as drawing a picture of your loved ones. Again, there's more information on that on my website. All of this you can book through my website. You can choose a time and a day and the type of reading. I do 30-minute readings and half hour, 30 minutes is half hour, so sorry, 30-minute readings or an hour readings. You can choose if it's online, you can choose if it's face-to-face, you can choose if it's a art reading or not art reading, however you want. So please do have a look on there. If you're looking for a gift for somebody, because my other hat is also looking at perhaps aromatherapy and reflexology. So I've got some items on there in the shop section. I've got some artwork, very much similar to my Perceptionary artwork, but I also have some nasal inhalers. I have my cards on my shop there, so you can purchase those. Perhaps that would be a great gift for somebody. You're looking for a Valentine's gift for somebody, it is that month. And if you do live closer to me, there's taster sessions in aromatherapy and reflexology. You can get them vouchers, and then perhaps they would like to purchase something online as well. So anyway, so there's loads of ideas there for you for Valentine's Day. It's coming up to that time of just showing that love. And I look forward to speaking to you next month. Let me know how you're finding my videos. Let me know what you think. Is there some more information you would like from me about it? But I think February is actually going to be quite a good month, one way or another. I think for all of us, I think it's just going to build us up that little bit more, and perhaps have that bit of enlightenment, that joy that we're looking for. And I'm quite sure the sun will shine a little bit more than it has been in January. Anyway, take care, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Goodbye now.